All this time I thought it was live. Good morning. It is Tyleda here at 360 Cafe. It is another tea time with Tyleda on this tranquil Tuesday. I apologize for being so late. It's been a few weeks since I've came on live to chat and be with you all, but nonetheless, you all have been on my mind, and I've even made it to some of your lives and things like that. So this morning, I am not drinking a cup of tea. However, I am drinking a smoothie that I had made at my local co op. The name of it is called the Blue Lagoon. And so in it is organic blueberries, bananas, and I want to say pineapple juice. Yes, pineapple juice. They have another one that they make that's called SOB, which is strawberries, orange juice, and bananas. That's very good too. And so when I don't have the opportunity to make myself a fresh juice or a smoothie here at home, I go to my local co-op and I purchase either a juice, a smoothie, or both. It all depends on my mood for that day. Um, so yesterday I picked up this Blue Lagoon smoothie that I'm going to enjoy this morning. This is my breakfast. So also yesterday when I ran out to my co-op, the first thing I seen when I walked through the door was the 2020 Farmer's Almanac. And so I couldn't let it sit there because for the past several years, I've been purchasing the Farmer's Almanac, especially when I first began to garden and I wanted to learn how to, the best time to sow my seeds and things of that sort. So that's what I use this for, as well as some other things. It teaches you how to plant um, during the different moon phases, like which plants may flourish during which moon phases. However, I haven't gotten that deep into it. However, I may try, and it tells you the best days to go fishing because myself in the past few years, I've become a fisherwoman because it was on my bucket list. Because I was just like, wow, there's so many things I don't know how to do. So I had to teach myself a few things. And so I haven't had the opportunity to look through my new 2020 Farmer's Almanac. However, I'm really excited. I have learned a lot of things out of ones that I've purchased in the past. The one from last year, it taught me about how people care for their livestock and what types of things you may need for the livestock. And so I've made it to a few different homesteading channels, and I also get to see how they care for their animals. Even though once I have my homestead, I don't wish to have good morning, Vernez Junk Closet. How are you? Welcome, welcome. It's another tranquil Tuesday here at 360 Cafe. I'm talking about what I've learned in my purchases of the Farmer's Almanac over the years, as well as things that I've learned from other people's channels. And I said I was not drinking tea this morning. I'm drinking a Blue Lagoon smoothie that I purchased from my local co-op because I'm just so tranquil. I just don't feel like doing too much today. So thank goodness I have some help at my business, and I can just call and check to see how things are going on there, and go in tomorrow because I'm preparing for this upcoming weekend. It's my birthday weekend. I'm excited because last year I didn't have the opportunity to celebrate as I would have wished because my health was not at its best. And I didn't even find out exactly what was wrong with me until the day after my birthday. So there was a few weeks of worry and anxiety and things like that. However, because of the necessary changes I've made in my life, I'm able to sit here before you and say that I'm thankful and I'm blessed. It's snowing there. The snow's probably about to come here. It's raining. Thank you. I said that I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary turning 26. So it's my 10-year anniversary turning 26. That was a great year. Oh, and I'm playing some peaceful music in the background because I'm very, how do I want to put it? I'm very into self-healing and things like that. So everything that we do at home, it helps to, prepare us for our day and things like that. I'm still grandma sitting. So grandma's upstairs. We're actually waiting for a delivery of a new bed. I purchased my daughter a new bed. So she's going to just love it. And I got them off to their running start early this morning, even though my daughter, she was a little sluggish this morning and I felt bad. However, I was just like, girl, you got to get out of here, go get your education, and then take a nap when you get home. So, but by the time it was time for her to get on the school bus, she had perked up a little bit. And I was listening in on your live, Burnett. I want to pronounce your name correct. I'm probably not going to do an unboxing just because it gets really chaotic in here. And I'll probably just have the delivery guys leave it because they can't take the old set with them. So I'll have my sons carry out the old set put on the side of the house until it's trash day. And it was like my trash man was so thankful this week that I didn't have much for him because, like I had stated before, I've been purging my house of a lot of unnecessary things where I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't want this. I don't want that. And things that I couldn't find to give to people and things that just couldn't go to anybody. I just had to burn with the S at the end. Okay. Burn. Okay. Because I cringe when people um, mispronounce my name. However, I just go with the flow because I have family members still to this day, bless their hearts. They call me Tyleda. They call me Tyleda. So being as though they're so much older, I just give them that respect and let them call me whatever it is they want to call me. Muffin, even though like I really cringe when I hear that, but I'm okay with it. But it's just the elders that can call me something like that. And my grandmother, the nickname that she gave me, that it still sticks with me. Tidy Ball. I don't know what in the world Tatty Ball is. Well, I guess I'm Tatty Ball. She made me Tatty Ball, and I just couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it. Still to this day, but I love her dearly. So I was looking at your live the other day, and you were discussing different things about monetization and ways to get your numbers up, because I can say that my watch hours are pretty high. However, my subscriber numbers are not. And so over the past few weeks, I haven't been dedicated as much as I had been in the recent past to getting subscribers and being in lives and networking and things like that, because I was being a little selfish with myself, because like I stated before, last year this time I didn't know what was going on. I was making sure that my life insurance and everything was in, in check, because it was really that bad. Um, so I've been being a little selfish with myself, a lot of self care, and making sure to keep my stress levels down, and focusing on different business ventures that I have going on, and promoting helping my daughter to promote and market her business, and helping my middle son to begin his business. So I've been doing things like that. That's also been helping to make me happy. Uh, okay, you have some page names. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And so I was talking trash like I was last year, like, oh, I'm a party. It's my birthday season. This, not. I'm not a partier. Like, trust and believe. I just went out for the first time in 11 months, maybe last weekend. So I'm not too much of a partier. I'm more so about the business and trying to create different streams of income. And that's one of the things that brought me to YouTube. I've had my YouTube channel for many, many years, and I started uploading videos a couple years ago. However, I wasn't being consistent, and didn't necessarily know the direction that I wanted my page to take. So I think that this one is going to more so talk about some gardening things, some business things, and then I have another that I can dedicate to things that I do for my business. I'm a Reiki master. I deal with energy healing. I deal with aromatherapy and detox therapy. Coming off of a fast, I really can't say how long I've been on this fast, but I fast very often because I'm used to it. It's just what I do. And some of my family, they call it the starvation diet, but it's healthy for me. I say it's pressing that reset button, because we put so much stuff in our bodies, but we don't take the opportunity to allow for it to come out. hmm I, I've just recently been in the mall, because I don't even like to go shopping anymore, because here in Pittsburgh, one of our malls that used to be something really major back in the day, it's completely shut down. It's for sale. Then the other mall that's a little closer to me, like, it's bang bang shoot 'em up in there, like, just out of nowhere, like they want to be running through Macy's shooting guns, and you can't even go into Walmart here. They shooting guns all through Walmart. So I prefer to keep it safe and order online for a lot of things, or go to the outlet stores if need be. However, I've been having a discussion with my children to be satisfied with having less, because when you have so much, you can't enjoy what you have, because like you're overlooking something because there's just so much other things there. I do use sage. I sell it in my brick and mortar store, as well as I offer it on my online shop as well. My Etsy deals with I do bulk orders. I make botanical bath salts, candles, and I'm about to start making massage and bath oils. So I've just started um, practicing and trying to get my formula right with that. But I'll be offering that really, really soon. I've been trying to do some. I've been working on my new labels and my new business cards. I have a friend of mine that he's a photographer, so he's going to do some business photos for me. He's going to do some professional headshots for me, and I asked him to cram in a family photo session because especially while I'm able to say that like I have my grandmother that she's still here. I'm like, let's get it in, people. She's the matriarch, and she's celebrating a milestone birthday this year. Yes, the mall is dangerous, so I just don't go. And then there's not that many stores inside the mall either, and so um, the stores that are inside the mall, they also have them at the outlet. So I just choose to drive the 45 minutes away to the outlet, if I need to go shopping. Okay. You have lupus. Yes, prayer, sage, meditation. Because what they said last year was I have autoimmune disease. They said I have MS. And my mother, she still hasn't dealt with it to this day. Because she's like, we don't have that type of stuff in our family. And I'm like, well, I know that. And I just don't know that. Well, I know that normally all illnesses come from it comes from a spiritual aspect. It manifests itself in another dimension before it makes it down here to the 3D into this physical dimension. So I knew that there were some things that I had to attune with me. So my husband had taken me to Africa, and I went for herbal healing. And I can honestly say that and I don't feel anything. I'm blessed. I meditate. Yes, meditate, self Reiki, yoga is good, and just making sure that yes, your stress level is down. Anything that is bringing you too much stress and too much anxiety, it needs to be taken away, whether it is for a period of time or permanently. Because if you're not in top shape, how are you going to take care of your loved ones, especially those of us women, because we are the glue that holds everything together. I do carry stones. I have crystals in my physical brick and mortar, and I also offer some online. I have just some basic raw crystals, and then I have some specialty crystals. I'm going to show you something I found in the Ross here at in one of the strip malls here. I was so excited because I couldn't believe it. They had this inside Ross, and so I had been online printing out some PDF crystal grids. However, I came across this in Ross, and I was like, I need to go get maybe a few more because God only knows. And so it was only $6.99, and it comes with 10 crystals, 4 crystal grids, and a 24-page book. And so, one of the grids being the flower of life. And so that's what they say. Every thing, living and non-living, is, like comes from that geometric shape. You have stones in your car and your work. So what's some of your favorite crystals? Good morning, Starduster. How are you? Good morning. How is it in Florida? I'm coming that way in April. I'm coming down south in April because I'm looking for some land. I'm stopping in a few different places. North Carolina being one of them because I love um, North Carolina. And I'm going to look at South Carolina. I don't know. I'm going to look at South Carolina, and my one girlfriend, she said about Florida. Florida's a little hot for me. It's a little swampy. So South Carolina, some parts, but we'll see. It's just I need the land, and I'm tired of being in Pittsburgh. You see me, I'm in my hoodie, and I'm just like blah. My hair appointment, I'm just like I am coming to visit. What part of Florida are you in, Star Duster? Because my friend wants to go to Key West. She's like, I could just see me in Key West. And I was just like, well, girl, whatever, because she's a nurse. And so I'm like, well, you'll have a job anywhere you go. So that would be awesome. That would be awesome to link up. You're looking in South Carolina too? Yes. I'm like, I need to leave. My maternal side of my family is originally from Columbus, Georgia, but they come up here to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the 1930s. I think it's that bid they're trying to deliver me. But see, they got me. It's a spam call. However, I was thinking that it was the bid that was about to be delivered. Our South. My stepfather was from Tallahassee, and I've never been to Tallahassee. However, I've been to Orlando, to Disney World. I don't know how many times my mom could have took me to Disney World. I'm like, can you show me something else? And then that's the first thing she wants to say to me. You need to take your kids to Disney World. No, I don't. They got passports. I keep telling her to get her passport and I can take her somewhere. But she's like, I don't need to go. Okay. So do you use black tourmaline? That's one of my favorite protection and cleansing stones. Black tourmaline and selenite. Selenite is one of my favorites because it never needs cleared or cleansed. And if you're in a low vibrational place, it helps to uplift your moods. And so, a lot of times we come in contact with people whose vibrations aren't as high as ours. Like, for instance, I was in my shop yesterday and somebody came in and I don't know, like at first, like everybody's like all upbeat and happy. Okay, Star Duster. And next thing you know, like that person walked out the door and we all just were like, I'm tired, I'm drained. Like people were like real lethargic and everything. And so I lit some sage and, and I held my selenite and instantly I was able to bring myself back to being okay. But others were, complaining, I need a nap, I'm going to go lay down, things like that. So I'm very cautious of the places that I go. So that's why I choose not to be out in the bars and the clubs because most of the people that you're going to find in the bars and the clubs aren't vibrating on a high vibration, So, I mean, I choose not to go in those places. So, Star Duster said her mom makes copper jewelry with stones. I have the materials. I just haven't started yet because I don't know if I have the patience. I'm going to work on it. I've been working on some different things. I'm about to get my dream pillows up and out. I've started producing them. I was in here sewing the other day, making up some of my dream satchel pillows. I'm gonna show you all the cutout of what I've been working on. And so these or ones that I cut out because I was just like, "Ah, this is nothing but the devil." So last week I was sewing and cutting out my material, my fabric and things. And so I sat down and got to sewing the dream pillow. So this is one of the patterns that I picked out. And I'm thinking about putting some lettering on here, maybe dream, some different esoteric things, something like that. And so what a dream pillow is of course it's going to be made just like a pillow. However, I add, you like melanite and you have a book like the one I have. Okay. That's actually a pack I got from the Ross. This is a box of crystal grids because sometimes, like, I'm a person where I love crystals, and so I'm like, I can't carry them all on me. Like, I'd be like, that song that was back that came out in the 90s, I got a pocket full of stones. And so I'd be like, I got a bra full of stones, like they think I'm crazy, but I'm not. But anyway, instead of carrying all the crystals on me, I can easily set up a crystal grid uh, for myself that will serve the same purpose instead of me carrying them all on me. Now, tourmaline, it always has to go with me. I have a piece in my car. I have a piece in my jacket. I put a piece in all the children's book bags. I don't know if the Army might have found the one that I sent along with my son when he left for basic training, but I sent one with him too. Um, and that's one of the first stones that I recommend for shielding yourself from negative energy. You've been to Bermuda, um, what's that? Puerto Rico, Grand Turk, San Martin, and St. Thomas. And my mom's not interested in going in none of those places. Oh my goodness. I've never been to any of like the Virgin Islands or anything like that here. And how was the Grand Turks and Caicos? Like that must have been really, really nice. It looks beautiful there. I do want to go to Barbados, but before I do any of that, I have to go further east. So I will be I'm trying to go to Singapore, Thailand. I need to go to Bali. That's on my bucket list too. That's probably going to be my first trip over there, further in the east to Bali. I want to ride an elephant, all that kind of good stuff. Zip line through the jungle somewhere. So yes, and I actually have a little crystal grid set up over in the corner there. You like to go on cruises? I haven't been on a cruise yet, but I said that me and the children were going to take one this summer. We're going to take one because it's 10. So I was talking about the dream pillows that I'll be making. So I'll put a sachet in there. I'm trying to see if I have one of the sachets available to show to you. But it'll have an assortment of herbs. I made two different kinds. One is called euphoric eucalyptus, and the other is called peacefully sweet. And so, of course, euphoric eucalyptus, it's protective. It shields off bad dreams, and I put eucalyptus, a little bit of mint, some rosemary, some lavender, some amethyst crystal chips. You're at the post office, Starduster. You busy? Yeah, I've been doing all that running around. I'm taking the day off. I'm just exhausted. I'm a little tired today. Okay, you have your crystal set up on your desk. I'm gonna try to check it out later when you go live. Yes, and black tourmaline is very good, especially when you're working with electronics. It helps to protect you from the electromagnetic fog. So keep a piece of black tourmaline close. You was just sent out some magnesium oil you made. Oh, you sent out some magnesium oil you made. Oh, okay. Yeah, Store Duster, I seen you be doing a lot, and I'm just like, whoa. So I tried testing out some of my She Women strength up in here today. Caught myself drilling holes in the wall to put the new curtains up in the kids' bedrooms and stuff. And now I'm tired. I'm tired. And it's only 11 a.m. So yes, my dietary changes have helped my health. Me going to go see the herbalist in Africa have helped my health because I didn't know last year if I was going to make it into 2019. Now I'm like, I'm gonna be two-stepping into 2020. My vision is crystal clear. Which this time last year I couldn't say my vision was crystal clear. I couldn't see out of my right eye, out of nowhere. And given my age and the fact that my health was good, the doctors were just clueless. And they're like, we want you to go for an MRI. And I was like, an MRI? And so, after going through that experience, the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I was like, I see how people stay sick back and forth to the doctors, y'all picking and probing at people. And I'm like, I got PTSD after being in that machine for that MRI. And then they're like, oh, we got to send you back for another one with Dad. I was like, Dad? I was like, oh, I don't want that. My kidneys and this and that and the third. However, I needed to know what was wrong with me. And so they said MS, and I said, I ain't claiming it. And so I'll be back at the doctor's for the first time. Hey, Mr. Lead Farmer 73, how are you? Welcome. You're driving. Drive safely. And so, I don't know. But yes, thank you, Star Duster. I'm in good health. So, I don't play. I take my vitamins because the first thing with an autoimmune disease is look at your vitamins. Are you deficient in your vitamins? 9 times out of 10, if you develop a autoimmune disease, your vitamin and nutrient levels are down. And so how low my vitamin D was last year, they're like, I can't believe you're alive. That's why I'm like, I gotta leave Pittsburgh. This is the city of doom and gloom. The sun maybe shines all of 50 days out the year out of the 365. Seriously. It looks sunny, but that's clouds. In the back is clouds. It's just daylight out. Yes, a panic attack in that MRI machine. I just kept my eyes closed the whole time and was like, this is horrible. I can't believe this. And so I, I don't make the sea moss gel, but I do have the powder. I add it into my smoothies because I go to my local co-op and I buy it from there. I got some spirulina. I use that. I use Abright. I make sure I take my vitamin D. I make sure I take my vitamin B12. And I may not juice that much. However, I will make sure I have a smoothie, and smoothies ensure that I stay a little less hungry throughout the day. Because I'm telling you, like, even though my metabolism's high, oh my goodness. Hmm. What noise? Oh, to the machine. Yeah, it was horrible. I just kept my eyes closed. I couldn't believe it. I just stayed in one place. Like, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, babies have to go through this. I was traumatized. And I'm telling my kids, like, all right, this is where this policy is. This is yours. That just trying to make sure everything was straight because I did not know what was wrong with me. I could not see anything out of my right eye. And I just kept asking myself, what is it that you don't want to see? And so the inflammation in my brain at that time was so bad because what MS is your body is just attacking itself for no apparent reason. And you sell concentrated liquid gold, do you? I was taking some I can't remember what it's called. I think I still have the bottle though, because I was taking some monotonic. Is it monotonic gold? That's what I was taking at one point. However, I haven't taken it in a while because the herbalist in Africa, he gave me dietary restrictions. I cannot eat avocados, and that is torture for me. I love avocados. I can't eat cashews. That's torture for me. I can't drink too much coffee. Like here and there, I can have some coffee, but can't ever deal with the coffee. I can't eat chocolate for real. I guess just anything like no smoking, no like excessive drinking and things like that. Yeah, I did not claim it. And I was just like, this is crazy. And I have, for the past 11 years, I've been working with a woman that has MS. And I was just like, it's just spiritual attachments trying to, attach themselves to me. So I don't know. But it was interesting. And that trip to Africa was different than all the rest, where I normally go to like party and vacation. The last time it was all strictly about my health. You don't have any vitamin D and you don't have a taste for meat. And it's so hard for me up in here because I could go with just, maybe eating once a day. However, I'm grandma sitting and I have children, so I have to make sure they eat. And I can't like force the hand on them the way I would like to because I don't want them to resent me later on in life. Like, oh, you didn't let us do this. Oh, you didn't let us do that. I mean, I do have, restrictions in my house. However, I let they want sugar and stuff like that. And then if they know I'm buying it for my grandmother, they're going to go and sneak and get some from her. Yes, going to the herbalist, he got me all the way right. Like, man, because I was down. And even though I wasn't claiming it, I started getting afraid because I started feeling like things like the muscle spasms in my feet and stuff. I couldn't stand for long periods of times. It was bad because I ran myself raggedy. I was just opening my brick and mortar. My husband had up and went to Texas or something, for something with his business. And I was here with all four of the kids and was just going buku crazy, trying to figure everything out. Still, like trying to manage my part-time job and how I was going to adjust to my hours in my shop. It was just hectic. However, I survived. I survived, and I made sure not to overextend myself this year. Even though like there was tons of networking opportunities and meetings, you have access to several minerals in liquid form. Do you? Yeah, because I've seen on one channel, they were taking liquid vitamin D and stuff, but I'm just real funny when it comes to taste and all that. So if I could just swallow the capsule and get it over with, I'm good. Because that's what I've been doing with my sea moss here lately because I want to drink my smoothies painlessly. And that sea moss, it's an acquired taste. And so anybody to be like, I want sea moss, I'll be like, you tried before? Even though the spirulina, its taste is a lot milder, and I really, really like it. I'm gonna share with you all the next pattern for one of my dream pillows that I'll be offering in my brick and mortar and my online shop. And so, how appropriate. Some unicorns. And then I really like this one because I was like, when I was in the fabric shop looking, I really couldn't find what I wanted at first. And then I just kept searching and went down this one aisle and found it all. And I really like this one, because I'm like, I'm so galactic, especially when people be like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm galactic, honey. I'm claiming all that. Especially, like I said, it's my 10-year anniversary this upcoming Friday. I'm turning 26 again. I'm turning 26. Yes. And so, like I said, and I'm going to see my way into this upcoming solar return and all that. Yes, that sea moss is something. So, any trips coming up? Because, like I said, I'm coming down the coast. I love the South, so I feel real at home in the South. Majority of my folks come from the South, except my grandfather's folks. They from the Midwest. I just can't wait. It's been a long time since I've been in Florida, so I can't wait to see. And like I said, I'm not gonna give myself any limitations because I'll know the city and state that I want to be once I'm there because I'll feel it. I will feel it. I just know that being here, I don't want to die here. I'm not going to die here. This is horrible. We don't get enough sunlight here. This is not a city for African Americans. Like, seriously, it's just not. Indigenous people, it's just not. It's not for us. And so it's cold. No access to like fresh food, So I enjoy the opportunity to garden during garden season. However, I have to depend on my local co-op and Trader Joe's. I don't go in Whole Foods because I don't feel like spending my whole paycheck or anything like that. Because I'm very frugal, even though they do be having coupons and things like that. But I'm just not too trusting. And I go to our local fish market for fish, but damn, can't even get the fish fresh unless I go fish for it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just here. Even though I'm excited about the new grocery store that's going into the community that I grew up in, because we haven't had a grocery store in that area in quite some time. But there's things behind that. So as the table still begins to like unfold, I'm just watching it. One of our city councilmen, somebody that I know, she's suing him because he's been holding 2 government jobs, and that's against the rules. Both on both ends, from both government jobs. Him being a city councilman and all that. Where am I? I'm in Pittsburgh. I hate it here. And so me and 2 of my homegirls, we're doing our rendition of Girls Trip. So we're coming down south. I was looking in North Carolina. I went to a home ownership workshop a year ago in Raleigh. I like that area. It's very family oriented and stuff like that. I was looking a couple places in South Carolina. I have one of my girlfriends. She lives in North Charleston. And one of my girlfriends that's going on a trip with me, she wants to live in Key West. I'm just going to Florida just to appease her. And she's just going to like North Carolina and South Carolina and stuff like that to appease me. We just want a trip. That's all. Yes, Thor, Dr. Galactic. I say I'm so galactic. Um, my email, citizen. Yes. You love it there? Yeah. I love the South too. I just really don't like it here. And I've also been, because I started another business. However, I haven't been doing too much with it. And that's because first I have to become a broker. So that's my next goal. So I've been looking at different real estate schools and the reciprocity in between the states. So I was looking at real estate brokerage, broking, and being an agent in North Carolina and South Carolina. And it's so wild because these phones and stuff listen to you, and out of nowhere, like this page of this woman pops up on my phone. She's like a top real estate agent in Charlotte. And I was like, interesting. However, I'm not trying to go to Charlotte. I don't need to be in a party town. I need something chill and mellow, but you know, uh, in an upbeat enough pace where I could be close to a Target or something like that. I can't be like too rural, like too many dirt roads and things like that. You'll be on a cruise in mid-January. Enjoy. Hey, where you going, Star Duster? Where you going? I know. I want to take my kids on a cruise. However, we'll see because they're going to punch some passports some more. We're going to get our money's worth. I'm not going to leave them this year. They could come with me this year. It's just last year I had business to tend to when I went to Africa. And that's all my mom said was, you needed to take them kids to Disney World. Tyleda, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, well, then you take them to Disney World. These kids go everywhere. Shoot, we be up and down the road all the time. Yes. How's Lemon Lane? I love Lemon Lane. I was like, I can't grow no citrus here. That's why I got to get from up here. I can't deal with it no more. He might be driving Star Duster. Yep. So I'm really excited for my new products that's going to hit the shelf. I'll be working with my friend that's helping me with the photographs for my business page and things like that. He'll be helping me with my website too. So I'll be revamping it. I'll be shutting it down for part of January to work on it. And then before, like a few weeks before Valentine's Day, you know, I'll have it back up and running. You're adding more to Lemon Lane? Wow. I just can't wait. I can't deal. I can't deal up here. Especially, I was just waiting for my oldest to graduate from high school. Now that he's out of high school, and my middle son, he can enter into high school in another state. And I could continue on with my nonprofit venture because I wanted it to be global anyway. And so it just started here in Pittsburgh, and it has to just continue on somewhere else because I wanted my people to have easier access to fresh foods because so sick here, so much diabetes, so much heart disease, so much asthma. Like, And I'm still not sure all of the things that I'm allergic to, you know. You was delayed, store duster. Yeah, I'm just chilling here, waiting for these bids. Well, it's just a bid. 'Cause I brought a bid 2 weeks ago for my son. Now I just brought one for my daughter. Now house is nice, comfy, and cozy. Nice, comfy, and cozy. Somewhere where I like to be. The energy's different in here too. Once I started getting rid of old things and stuff like that, man, they gotta want to drink the water. Yeah, they drink the water. They drink the water. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready to do it. And I normally don't talk about my personal life. However, me and my husband have chose to separate. I just want him to sign the divorce papers. I've been waiting for a real long time, like since about June. I've been waiting for him to sign the papers. I don't think he wants to sign them, but I mean, I can't deal with a narcissist, you know. And if and I know that that was part of the piece that was, you know, being taken away from my life, so I had to remove it. It was just too much. Everybody was depressed in here, the kids, the cat, the dog, and all. Like, we was all in here depressed. And so I had to, you know, remove that obstacle because I didn't want the children to think that that's how, like, especially my boys, that's how they're supposed to treat a woman. And I didn't want my daughter to think that that was acceptable, um, and how to, and that was how a man was to treat her. I didn't want that. So it's hard. However, I'm doing it. Yeah. If you build it, they will come. It's true. And so I'm ready to move my business. I'm just ready for a change. I'm just ready for a change. It's just been too much. And so, but I can honestly say I'm happy. I'm pulling up to this solar return and I'm jigging. I'm jigging because I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits and I'm happy. And so I ended my fast this past Sunday because all my birthday freebies came in Mad Max. So I went, me and my daughter, she had her some nuggets and I had me some mahi mahi fish tacos. They were really, really good. And my next freebie is at the casino here. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it just like um how I did it last year because I don't gamble. I like to see where my money goes. I mean, okay, if I got an extra 20, I might throw it in there. It all depends on my mood. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, I'm not leaving $1 in there unless it's just to tip the girl to bring me my water when I go up in there to get my free birthday meal. But other than that, I'm not leaving a dime because I see what it do to my people here. Like, so many people have been being found in the river since they put that casino here. I'm like, why you gonna put a casino in a place where mostly people living off a monthly, you know, check, or they're living below poverty guidelines or whatever. But y'all gonna put this casino here. And what was interesting when the original man was in the making that casino, they didn't want that. And I don't know if any of you know what I'm saying about an original man, but you know, we could talk about that later. But an original man was first going to be the developer of the Rivers Casino that's here in Pittsburgh. However, of course, you know, that couldn't be, not here in this city because it's it's not a city for us. And so they brought in a new developer that built the casino. But it's been, yeah, your original Starduster, your original woman. Sure. It's ridiculous. I took my mother to the casino to sign herself out because I'm like, how are you going spending whole paychecks? Damn. My kids couldn't even get an ice cream cone. Couldn't even take your grandkids for an ice cream cone. But the Rivers got that. So I'll be like, don't call me crying a river about any type of bill. Call them and cry that river. Shoot, I got 4 kids out here taking care of. Don't cry a river to me. That's what they did in your hometown. It is an agenda. And it's crazy because, like I said, in the past about 5 years, all the bodies that have been floating down that Ohio River, that Allegheny River, that Monongahela River, they've been finding them everywhere. It's just been real sad. It's been real sad. And mental health is a real crisis here. And that's another reason why I chose to get into holistic health and wellness. My products are geared towards helping people with anxiety and depression, especially this time of year, brings on that's sad seasonal depression. And so a young lady back in the summer, she just took and hopped out her car and jumped off the bridge, left all her kids in the car. Thank God she just left the kids in the car. Thank God them babies didn't end up hurt. But she just got out her car and jumped off the bridge. Like, I couldn't turn on my TV for days, like, because I just couldn't stand to watch it or listen to them talk about it because I'm just like, this is crazy. This is sad. So, just trying to get people the help that they need and not shunning people. If you need somebody to talk to, talk. I'm not necessarily, I'm an extroverted introvert, but I mean, that's what's helpful for me, being an extroverted introvert, because I know when it's time for me to pull myself away and have that me time, that reflection time. Anytime Mercury in retrograde, I know it's time for reflection, a redo, rejuvenate, all that. It's just a whole rewind. Just so. I'll be full half of the day with this. This is a Blue Lagoon smoothie Starduster that I got from my local co-op. It is so good. I normally make it for myself, but I've been being like a lush this week. Like, it's my birthday week. And so it's my birthday week. And I'm just saying, I don't really want to cook. So I don't know what to tell the kids to do when they come in from school today. Sandwich. I don't know. So I'm not going into my shop today. I've decided that because I got to keep a watch on my grandma. Oh my goodness, you all! She clogged the toilet a couple weeks ago because I was going to go live, but it was pointless because I was dealing with my grandmother clogged the toilet with a poise. It was so bad, y'all. It was bad. I was sitting here at the table with my laptop. It was crazy. I probably should have still went live because it was just a mess. And next thing you know, water came pouring through my ceiling. I was like, what the hell is this? I goes upstairs. There's water overflowing out the toilet. I'm trying to plunge. It wouldn't plunge. And so it wouldn't unclog from that. So I went and called a couple places. I called like Home Depot. And they're like, yeah, you can come get this flogger. And I'm like, okay. You get tired of those depressing stories? Yeah, a lot of people are suicidally stressed and depressed. Yeah, no, no. Couldn't be that. Couldn't leave Lady Lit to, no. So that was best. And now look at y'all. Y'all living your best life in a warmer climate. Like I hate the snow. Like I think there was snow on the ground yesterday morning, and like now it's raining. Like this weather's so bipolar here. I'm like I'm over it. I don't know what to do besides get from up here in it. So that's my plan, and I've been looking, and so I hadn't shared it with a lot of people, but I guess now I have. And all my mom said is, "Oh, Tyleda, everybody that leaves come back." And I'm looking at her like, well, we got cousins that have been gone for 30 plus years and they ain't think about coming back. They came back for their mama funeral, and before that, you ain't seen them in 30 years. And then after that, you ain't probably even going to see them after they die because you ain't even going to make it to their funeral because they ain't going to be buried here. So I'm just saying. Um, Yeah, I know. I know it does. I just love the South. I like Louisiana. I wanted to go to Louisiana for my birthday. However, I had to like redo some things in the house, and it's wild because I didn't plan on getting anything new until I moved. However, now I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just hire some movers when I move, so that I could just have my stuff there when I get there. Yes, that the original, the major source of vitamin D will keep us all powered up. That's why, like, when I'm out of the country versus when I'm here, you can tell the difference. Like you could just tell because I'm getting more sunlight. I'm getting fresh foods. Here, everything has to be shipped to us. So like there's nothing I could grow this time of year. Like I can't grow nothing in my house right now because normally it's too dark in here. And how the bills is set up, like running lights all day, no, it's just not gonna work that way. And then my cat been I've been to came home and then be there. Her and the dog been to like ate all my plants up. I need the sun. It's healthy. It's a natural source of vitamin D. And so I'm I'm a little nervous, y'all, because I'm going to the doctors for the first time since like January because I went and seen this neurologist and off the rip, she just turned me off because like she was a little stalkerish like. So I seen her and I was like, okay, she's nice. And then a few days later, she called me and started off, with the niceness, like that I mixed nice and nasty with the niceness. And like, so did you have an opportunity to check out the MS website? I looked at that phone, was like seeing these are the type of doctors that I don't like because instead of to say, let's get you on some, like let's raise your vitamin D, let's try to change your diet, let's do different things, adequate exercise, etc. Instead, talking pills, infusions, and injections. I was like, I'll die before I take a pill, infusion, or injection. I'm like, y'all really trying to kill me. I don't know what's in that mess. Like you try to make people's body, dependent on all that. And I'm not set up and built for all that because I know that my body is fully capable of healing itself. However, I had to go get the help of the herbalist and I'm thankful for him. The help of him, these good old herbs and things. Yes, these gray skies. Uh like it just it kept you doing shady stuff. It just had me like this. I can't deal. I don't want to be outside. I want to be outside. So I'm going to my doctor's for the first time on Friday. Yay! Look, on my birthday, I get to go to the doctor's and had them set me up for an MRI. I just want to see. But good. How are you? Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye. Up, the bed will be here shortly. I'm gonna just have them leave it in the living room because my sons have to carry the old one from upstairs because they can't take it, given OSHA regulations and things like that. And I understand that. So I'll leave it there for the trash man for Monday. It's all about the money and they don't care. No, they don't. I was just like, oh, you're not about the not. Hi, Broadway Gardner. Welcome. Welcome to the live. It's tea time with Tyleda, but I'm having no tea. I'm having a smoothie today. Having a smoothie. Yeah, so I haven't seen a doctor since I went to Africa. Like I took the test that they ran on me. I sent them to the herbalist in Africa that works alongside of a medical doctor over there, and they prepared medicine for me. And I went over, and he gave me specific things that I couldn't do. Oh, yummy marshmallows in the hot chocolate. But I'm just like, I wish I could drink hot chocolate. I can't have hot chocolate, so I gotta drink chai tea. I gotta drink chai. This smoothie is good. Yes, it is just as good. But I love my chocolate too. Sometimes I cheat. I have a cheat day and I go ahead on and, have me a little sip of chocolate or whatever. But I try to stick to it. If I know that it's going to help my health in the end, which it has, I stay away from it. So, no avocados, even though I love avocados. Oh my God. This has been the hardest year of my life. Like I'm telling you. But I've learned a lot of things about myself that I'm stronger than what I thought I was. Like I really going through those trying times, I really didn't have any support, like because my mom necessarily, she's like, well, I don't believe it. So she wasn't there for me, and I forgive her. However, it's still hurtful. It's still painful because I'm like, regardless of you knowing that those types of things don't run in our family, that don't mean don't be there for me. You're one and only child that you have brought into this world. Could have helped with anything. Pick the kids up from the school bus and all that. Because I'm telling y'all, I was chancing it out here. Couldn't see nothing like this. One-eyed bandit. Like, oh my God. Trying to go into my brick and mortar, during the day. And like Cinderella, as soon as it start getting dark out, I gotta go, because bad enough I'm chancing it out here, the one-eye wonder. Like, I can laugh about it now, but last year when this was occurring, I was afraid and I was very, very alone. Oh, oat milk. I've never tried oat milk, even though I've seen a recipe for it. I have. And somebody just put you onto the oat milk. Okay. Okay. Even the, yeah. I've made homemade almond milk. And when I was able to eat cashews, I've made cashews. Yes, I'm saying I was just out here like this. It was something for real. Like, and so only those that was like closest to me. You're buffering. Sorry. Yeah, look, they don't be wanting to hear. They don't want us to speak our truth. When it starts to affect the money out here, like some of these ads and stuff, like, oh yeah, hi Mark, is your insurance in check and all that? But it was so serious. And so after all that, I was just like, all right, made sure my life insurance was in check, made sure the kids knew where everything was. And it was just so sad. It was sad. And it was like I isolated myself at that time because, I was trying to heal and I was trying to figure out exactly what was wrong with me. But like I said, I know it's an attack on the spiritual. Like it starts in a higher dimension before it reaches this third dimension, this 3D that we live in, this physical perception that we're in. And I just couldn't figure it out. But the herbalist in Africa, he helped me with all that. And there's still some things, this extra phenomenon that I will never be able to explain to anybody, and some things that I will never be able to disclose. However, oh no, that's all. I wrote some things down, and so I'll write. I was thinking about writing a book because, like I said, I just can't explain. Can't explain. But I'm thankful. So, Star Duster, what you doing this afternoon? You doing any, like, besides shipping at the post office? Are you doing anything else? Okay, you're back. And Lead Former 73, did you get your former almanac? Or are you such a pro you don't even worry about the former almanac? Oh, are you? I was selling some essential oil sprays in my store. However, they weren't selling as much. And I know that sometimes when you pair your um, lower selling items with a higher selling item and like create a package, that's sometimes good. But I just opted to quit making them for my shop. You got your almanac, Star Duster. I know I can't wait to dig into this one. It's just I'm not even trying to be here for this growing season. I'm trying to be gone. I gave myself to August 2020, but if it happened before then, that's good too. That is good. I'm just in a surge. I gotta go. I just gotta go. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm depressed. Well, not really, but it's just depressing outside. Mm, you never brought an almanac before? Yeah, I started buying them a few years ago when I first started gardening. So it helped me because I was a baby gardener and that garden yielded so much. I couldn't believe it. But what was wild, my mom would come over and look at my harvest all strange and stuff. And I just look at her like, but you'll go in the grocery store and buy that crap up. Like, so I'm just like, whatever, the more for me and my kids to eat, the more the merrier. So it's interesting. Yours are for personal use at the present and family and friends. Okay. Yeah, and that's basically I opted to bring some of them home and then to gift some of the things that I'm trying to get off the shelf of my store right now so that I could put my new things on the shelf. I'm gifting for the holiday. Normally I wouldn't have gave nobody nothing, but because I don't want to go into waste, here you go. Happy holidays. Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, whichever one it is that you celebrate. Here you go. So in that way, I already had spent the money, spent the time making the product and all. Here it is. It's a gift. It was made with a lot of love. Yes, it's good because I like it. My one from last year, well, because what I like about it tell you about the moon phases and the eclipses and because I'm into different things, Mr. Ladformer. I'm into a lot of different things. And so a lot of different things that I'm into. Um, this helps with that too. You know, like it talks about the astronomical like glossaries up in here, the astrology, how to plant by the moon phases. I haven't went that far. Somebody's here. Give me a second, everybody. Who is it, Nathan? Who is it? 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 Who is it, me? Yeah, it is the delivery guys bringing my daughter's new mattress. And yay! Woohoo! She'll be excited when she gets home. You're passing out homemade wine? Oh, made with love. I'm so jelly. I am jelly. Because, man, you use it for those purposes too, Star Duster? Yeah, I'm in a different thing. Misa, stop now. My dog's 11, y'all. And that's all she do. Because she ain't got no teeth to bite nobody. And she ain't big as a minute. She ain't biting nothing. She just all bark, no bite. Literally. But my cousin, he's married to Tina Turner's cousin. And so down there in Nutbush, the family makes this moonshine called Acadam. Oh my goodness. And Lord. Hi, thank you. You too. You too. Baby, hush. They're gone, Misa. They're gone. They're gone. That was fast. Yeah. I'm excited. Oh, so that Persimmons wine. Yes. And me and the kids tried a Persimmons. My daughter loves them. Me and my son was just like, it tastes like sugar. I was just like, it's sugar. But I'd probably like it in something like a jam or something like that. And you're making some toothpaste too, Star Duster. Are you going to do a video on that? Because I want to see that. I want to see it. Oh my goodness, a beer kit. I was just talking. One of my friends that I know, they were saying that they want to make beer, weed beer or something. I was just looking on like interesting. So magnesium soaps, lotions, foaming bath soaps. Is that what you make, Star Duster? Because I make botanical bath soaps, and just started making botanical bath oils / massage oils. And those will be debuting just in time for Valentine's Day. So I'm really excited. So I am coming down south, and I would like to connect with some of you. I'm really, really excited. My homegirl's really excited because she's like, once she's done with this part of her nursing education, she wants to work a little bit and then take on the next part of her nursing education. And me, on to the next business venture, I guess. Well, going back to school for real estate licensing, because the ultimate goal is to get my brokerage up and running. All for one development. Yes, it's coming to a city near you really, really soon. I'm gonna speak what I want into existence. Do you? You want to make some weed wine? You want to make weed wine? Last year, me and my homegirl, we made some like, well, I made butter and she made oil. It was interesting. And then we made brownies and we gave them out as gifts. And so it's funny because people say that I should like that we should sell them. However, I'm not going to jail here in this Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I'm okay with it. And you need to learn how to make soap. Yeah, I'm supposed to be sending some soap to Green Organic Love. I have it sitting over here. I just I'm not that like disciplined. Like I said, this week was my week. It's my birthday week, so it's my self care week. I'll get that out in the mail. She'll get it after the holiday. She'll get it after a holiday. I'm sure. I'm sure because it was self care. I might go for one of my free lunches today. You know, I got free lunch all this week, so I'm going to use it. You know, use it. I ain't going to lose it. Use it. I get a free stack at IHOP. Get a free breakfast at Denny's. We'll go eat me a waffle, a pancake, a piece of turkey bacon, something. Shoot. And then I just lost, like, I shed 15 pounds. I wasn't trying to, but like I said, I'm just a natural faster. So it's just easy for me to fast. I'll go into a fast and realize, like, oh, I guess I'm fasting because I didn't eat yesterday, I didn't eat today, but I make sure that I drink my water. But just all that eating food is just be too much. You know, it's just be too much. So I'm cool. But this week I will indulge. I'm going to indulge, and of course, the only reason why I'm getting a cake is because my grandmother here and she like cake. Good morning, the Creative Creole. How are you? Good morning. She is greeting the chat. Yes, I've just been running my jibs a little bit about different stuff, like just all over the place. We done talked about crystals. We done talked about crystal grids. We done talked about the former almanac. You know, I found this in Ross for $5.99 up, and before they don't have anymore, I got to go back and get it. It's crystal grids because we were talking about crystals, and you know, some of us like to carry them on us and all that. And I'm like, I'm the type, I like crystals so much that, man, they'll try to register my purse as a weapon. And that song that came out back in the 90s, I got a pocket full of stones. I'd be like, man, I got a bra full of stones. Like, yeah. They think I'm crazy, but I'm not, you know? And so the crystal grids help to serve the same purpose as, you know, carrying the crystals on you. Like you have them, like just on the grid that's dedicated and geared towards whatever your healing um, purposes are. So, yes. And I was also sharing with everybody because I'm making dream pillows, the Creative Creole, and I was just showing everybody the different patterns of the dream pillows that I'll be making. I'll be inserting a sachet with assorted herbs that have essential oils and the assorted crystals, euphoric eucalyptus, of course, has eucalyptus, has some rosemary, lavender, mint, some amethyst, and some rose petals inside that sachet. And I use the assorted different essential oils, and that helps to ward off nightmares and if you're congested and things like that. So it helps to ward off negative energy. And then I make one called Peacefully Sweet, and that has chamomile, calendula, lavender, rose petals, and rose quartz in it. You like wearing crystal jewelry? I love crystal jewelry. I just don't have one any this morning because I don't know, it's real dreary outside, and I'm just like, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it today. I'm over it. Maybe I'll feel it. I said that I'm gonna start my birthday off right. I'll go get my hair done Thursday. Make sure I make it to like Thirsty Thursday somewhere. Give me a $2 drink, whatever. And then, bring in, start it off right. Midnight. Come in the house and go to sleep. That's all. We're having a holiday um, party at my shop on Saturday. That's the day after my birthday. And I'm offering a flash sale on in store and online. Get 20% off with the code birthday at my online shop. So yeah, just try to get ready for the new year and thankful for being in good health and just happy that I could joke about what I was going through last year, because it was frightening when I was going through it. I was just like, oh my God, like I probably might die. And it was really frightening and a very scary time. And I don't know. I just don't ever want to experience that ever again. That's why when people be like, oh, I don't have to take vitamins and all that kind of stuff, I was like, yeah, I thought so too. And then what did it do? Knocked me right clean flat. Like I was, no, that's why I take my vitamin B, and I add extra things to my smoothies. And being as though I don't like the taste of sea moss, I just make capsules because sea moss is an acquired taste. Man, it's good for you, but it is nasty. It helps with the inflammation and all that. It gives you like all the trace minerals and vitamins that we normally don't get on a daily basis. So it's very important. Pay attention to your body. Don't ignore any of the signs. And it's wild because I wasn't necessarily thinking that I was like, running on E. However, like if you have meetings every day for a week and you working and you're running a business and you're bending and you're doing all of this kind of stuff and you're not eating properly and you're not getting the proper rest, you're not taking vitamin supplements and all that kind of stuff, like yeah, you leave the room for whatever to occur. So I will never ever do myself like that ever again, because I love me too much, and all I could think about was like, oh my goodness, what's my children going to do? My oldest was preparing to graduate from high school, and then my middle son getting ready to, become a teenager, and then my daughter, I was like, then the little one, I was just like, oh my goodness, what are they going to do without me? So, no, take care of yourself, everybody. Take care of yourselves. If you need that rest, get that rest. Log off. Click the X. Exit off. You might want to catch that live. You might want to watch that video. Or, you might have wanted to comment on that post. However, your health is number one. It's priority. Please trust and believe and take it from me. Don't have to go through the PTSD that I'm experiencing. Even thinking about like, oh my God, I'm about to have to get another MRI because I'm going to ask my doctor to send me for one. I'm going to ask because I need to make sure that those little lesions that was on my brain that was as big as the tip of my fingernail, hopefully they're non-existent now. Hopefully some of them slits and them dendrites that need to connect to some of them slits have started to repair themselves, because there's ways, that they can regenerate themselves. However, they don't want us to know that. They want us to take them pills, infusions, and injections. So it's up to you. You got to take control of your own health, because they'll just tell you anything. They'll tell you anything. And, keep the faith. Like whatever you do, stay prayed up, meditate, do some yoga. Like yoga's my stuff. Like when I need to release some tension, that's what I do. Being as though I don't hit the hoop court no more. Nah, knees too shaky for that. Yes. At this time, it's just some self-care, self-care. And then I'm going to have a whole lot of fun this weekend. So I'm just like, I guess, getting rested for the weekend. Because, I don't know, it's been a hectic 6 weeks. My grandmother's been here for 6 weeks. And like I said, she clogged the toilet. Had water pouring through my ceiling and everything. Thought I was about to have to call the plumber and pay like $300. However, I called the locally original hardware store down the street from me, and they had just what I needed. And I went and picked it up. And thank goodness my pipes aren't too old, so the stuff wouldn't eat through the pipes. But it unclogged it. But now I need a little bit of a paint job and some retaping of some of my drywall. Just a mess. But other than that, I'm blessed. Yeah, self-care is important. A creative Creole. Look, I wish you and your husband was in my area because that job that he did on that house, oh my goodness, amazing. Because I need a little portion of that done in my kitchen right now because how that water ran out the bathroom. It was just nothing nice. Nothing nice. I just had to sit here because I was going to go live that day. And I just sat with my laptop in front of me while I watched the water pour out the ceiling. It was just like, man, this is messed up. This is messed up. But I guess, along with them blessings, you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. And I mean, that's what I've been doing. And I guess in a few, I'm going to get my grandmother some lunch. I have a lot going on because I don't know if you were here earlier on the Creative Creole, but I said me and my husband decided to separate. And, well, I've already served the divorce papers. I'm just ready. I'm tired. Because it's like if I can't grow with you, watch me grow without you. Because, I'm action. I'm a lot of action, a little bit of talk. So that's my goal. And I think he's trying to hold on because his parents are about to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary in August. And he wants me and the children to go to Africa with him. I was like, I'm not about to fake the funk. I'm like, you know me. I'll get over there. You know me. I'll get over there and be like, I'm with Kayla. But anyway, because it was a lot of narcissistic abuse and things like that. And it was just time, and since then, the blessings have poured through. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I look around the house and be like, hey, I accomplished this in like 6 weeks that you couldn't help me to accomplish in 6 years. But anyway, I'm going to be nice. But like us Saggies, we have that like switch, that brutally honest truth switch. So, yeah, I saved on doing the tulip myself, the Creative Creole. However, when it comes to the drywall and all that kind of stuff, I will leave that to the professionals. I don't play around. I don't see it. I don't see me out there sawing a piece of drywall, trying to measure it and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, the Creative Creole. I'm all good. I'm good. We all good in here. Everybody happy. It's like, it's crazy. Because I got rid of our old bed and I got rid of everything. And I'm telling you, so like it rained that day and it rained real hard. And you could feel a complete energy shift in my house. Complete energy shift. Like on one of my other channels, I might get a little deeper. That might be like my little personal vlog channel. So, and then my other channel will deal with things that I do as far as my business aspect, like Reiki and stuff like that. Get a good handyman. Man, the handymen around here are drug addicts. I don't know about that. I don't know if I could trust those Creole. It's sad out here. It's a sad state of affairs. One day I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna take y'all down in the area I grew up in. It's not about to be like this in about the next 2 years. However, it's a sad state of affairs, especially when the barbershop has to have Narcan up in there. When the corner store has to have Narcan up in there. Or when there's no more Narcan in those businesses, then they got to call the ambulances to bring these zombies back to life. It'd be so sad. No, especially, like from time to time, I have to run out and leave my grandmother here. I went and checked the status of her house the other day. I was like, up, grandma. Because I just knew I was driving to Cleveland for, my birthday weekend. I just knew I was going to drive out a couple hours. But grandma's still here. And when I looked at her house the other day, I was like, you'll be here till the new year, grandma. You get to bring in 2020 with us. Because she stays with my uncle and my aunt. And so they started off remodeling the upstairs. The upstairs is complete now. And they're almost done with the downstairs. However, I seen the carpenter has to come back in and do something with the drywall and then do some retaping. And then they're going to have to repaint over that, to do a second coat of paint, then put the new floors in. I was like, oh yeah, grandma, you'll be here. Happy New Year. I am in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I hate it here. I was just telling everybody a short time ago that I'm looking to relocate, and a couple of my girlfriends and myself, we are hitting the road in April for our own rendition of Girls Trip. And so we're going to hit, the first time when we go down, because I went to a home ownership workshop in North Carolina, in Raleigh. And so I wanted to stop there and ask a few questions about tax foreclosure properties. Then we were going to stay a night in South Carolina. I have a friend in North Charleston, and I was going to look in Greenville, and I want to say somewhere in Columbia. And I wanted to ask about tax foreclosure properties. Then we're going to drive down to Florida because my one friend is interested in moving to Key West. And so, I'm just going to Florida for the vacation part of it because I don't have any business to tend to in Florida. I'm just there to vacation. Then we'll come back up, and I have some friends in Virginia that want to see me. And so we're going to stop there in Virginia and hang out with some of my peeps there because they always make sure I'm good when I slide through there. And, we're going to come down the road a couple more times after that just to see, if I don't like it in any of the places I choose to visit, because I do like Raleigh. However, we'll see. Like I said, I'll feel it once I have arrived. And so, because the plan is 2020, August, out of here. I just can't. I need access to fresher foods. I need more sunlight. I need to be able to be outside all year round without any type of snow. I'm not built for this snow. I hate it. Normally, I run to Africa for the winter, for a couple of the winter months, just to escape this, the 0 below temperatures and all that kind of stuff. I can't stand this. I just really can't. It's just horrible. And so today, the Creative Creole, I became my own handy woman. I was doing like handy woman work. Like I went and got me a drill the other day. I hung some new curtains up in the kids' bedrooms. I took the blinds down. I mean, because they started breaking them anyway. And I was like, you know what? This ain't the projects, and we ain't going to look like we live in the projects. So let me take these blinds down. So, like, I was drilling holes and stuff. You just couldn't tell me nothing. I was like, it was very exhilarating because I've never used a drill a day in my life. So, I'm about to start doing more stuff like that. You know, I just don't like to like build stuff. I'm not the type of person that likes to build things or put things together. I like to read and create in other kind of ways. Um, because reading any type of instructions, trying to take any type of measurements, it's just not going to happen for me. Thank you, the creative Creole. I was trying, girl. I was trying. You should have seen me. And my girl was like, look at you, Ty. Look at you. You know, because I don't have anybody else around here to do it. And like I said, you know, look what I did in 6 weeks versus what's been done in my several years of marriage. So that's interesting. Yes, and I'm listening to my peaceful meditation music, and I'm actually about to call my oldest son up here, like because he's home for the holidays, and he's visiting with some of his family. But mom needs you, you know. Like I just gave him a car, and so he don't know what to do with himself. He's just so happy. But yeah, while you got that car that mom gave you to ride around in, mom needs you to come help her because I'm gonna have him help me take the old mattress and box spring out of my daughter's room and help me to put the new one in since the company couldn't take the old one because of OSHA regulations, which I understand. I'm fine with that. But like I said, I've purged the whole house. The only thing I have to get rid of out of here because I was like, it's pointless if I'm trying to move. I need to lighten my load, you know, and get rid of whatever's trash now. And so the only thing I have left to get rid of is some things in my garage. That's not even mine. Like my grandmother's not gonna live on her own anymore. And so she has this buffet, it's China buffet. It's in my garage, a dining room table that matches it, and the chairs. It gotta go. I think that thing probably almost 30 years old or something. But it's still good. Maybe when I sit it out in the spring in the nicer weather, somebody will come across it and they'll need it or something. But I ain't about to be shipping nothing to nobody. And she also has a grandfather clock. Now, if I could find the pendulum to that thing, I might keep it because I remember she spent like $1,200 on that grandfather clock. And my grandmother was just really into like, she was very materialistic. You know, she had to dress nice, her house had to be nice, all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, do it work? All right, it worked. Well, we good, you know. Even though I've had fun here in the past few weeks redecorating my house because I got new furniture, put new curtains everywhere, things like that. Just because, you know, out with the old and we'll just bring a little bit in as far as the new because, woo, you become buried under stuff and not realize how much that you really truly have until you go digging and throwing things away. So I just scrapped the old furnace, you know, like I did a lot up in here. And now I can say now this week is my rest week and I'm going to eat every birthday freebie that came to my email. I think I got a Panera bread one sitting there and a Dunkin' Donut. We go get grandma some coffee and a donut from Dunkin' Donut. And I'll go to the Panera bread Don't get me. But I'm serious, y'all, because I've been fasting for some weeks. And it's just because when Green Organic Love had mentioned it, and I was like, I don't think I'm ready for a fast and this and that. And just out of nowhere, because I just naturally do it, here I've been on a fast ever since. I think I've been fasting for like 3 weeks. And so I'm ready to indulge this week. I'm going to indulge. I'm not going to go too hard, but trust and believe I'm going to enjoy myself. Yeah. So I thank you all for joining me. It was not tea time. Well, I spilled some of my own tea up in here today. I did. So it was tea time with Tyleda today. And it was nice sharing some things with you all, give you all a better idea of who I am. And because I'm not really, there's not too much that I'm going to hide. And I think that's what my friends love about me is that I'm very random and I'm very truthful. I'm not going to lie to you. And I ain't going to hide. Thank you so much, the Creative Creole. You have a great week too. I might take another week off from Tea Time with Tyleda for next week, being as those the holidays, and a lot of people may have a lot of last minute running around to do. I know me, I'm gonna be up in this house chilling like a villain because I don't have to cook. We're going over family's house, and I'm gonna just enjoy it that way. Yes, I love the birthday coupons. I'm going to go get me some new shoes from DSW. You're in the Walmart parking lot. Oh, thank you, Lad Farmer, for joining me today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look, you won't catch me in the Walmart parking lot up in here in Pittsburgh. They be shooting too many guns up in there. Shoot, the one girl shot at some girls because they attacked her in the Walmart. And the next thing you know, they were shooting up there for another reason. A few weeks after that, I was like, I call it the ghetto Walmart. I don't go to the ghetto Walmart. You won't find me in there at all. I go all the way to this one. Well, I drive about half an hour away to go to Walmart just because I'm not going to the ghetto Walmart. They be doing too much up in there. Like they shoot at the mall. Like I'm tired of this. That's why I will, the click of a button, click, press it. I got about 3 carts sitting there now, 2 business carts and one for like miscellaneous stuff that I just want. So I think I'll press send when I get paid on Friday. We'll see. I don't know yet. I gotta press send. I gotta get the business orders done because I want to be ready for the new year and for Valentine's Day. Yes. I know. I'm coming to visit. I'm coming to visit. Tell Lady Led, Tyleda 360 Cafe would like to meet and greet the family when I come on down the south. And I hope I get to see Stardust or two when we get to Florida. I just can't wait. I want fresh air, fresh food. I'm just tired up here, And then the way I see it is like people can't call me as quickly as they do now. Like, I need you to do can you because like I said, I'm an extroverted introvert, but sometimes I just be needing that time to myself. I need it to myself because I'm an only child, and so I grew up in the house by myself. I don't have, Alrighty, y'all got some spirits. I know. Look, we was looking on Hotwire because I was like, so I don't care. We can stay at Motel 6 or something. It could be one of them $30 room deals because I'm into because I travel. I like a deal. Just give me the deal. Do they got breakfast there? Free parking? Wi-Fi? All right, we can stay there. That's basically how it is, and I'm just ready. So starting in April, we'll be starting me and my homegirl series of road trips to the South. I told her one of them trips, I was like, I don't want to live in Tennessee, but we just need to go for some barbecue. I don't know who got better barbecue though. So, yeah. thank y'all so very much. I'm gonna go check on grandma. She probably up there asleep. Shoot, she got the best life. She get her meals brought to her. She get her clothes washed for her and folded for her and ironed. You know, like but my reward is to see her smile and to tell me you're the best granddaughter. And so then I get to call my little cousin and tease her and be like, yeah, grandma told me I'm the best granddaughter. She was like, but my little cousin knows that I'm the favorite. So, I just be rubbing it in, that's all. So thank you all for joining me. I will be back, not next week. I'll try for right before the new year. I'll, be telling everybody like goodbye for 2019 and I'll see y'all in the 2020. So not next week, but the week after. And I think I'm gonna upload a video on my birthday. How about that? I'll upload one. Or I might surprise y'all and go live. Yes, I need some food. All righty, everybody. Enjoy your tranquil Tuesday. It has been real. Peace.